Welcome, movie fans, to the latest episode of the Summer Movie Draft. We're dealing with the week 7 of our game, and this is dealing with the initial information that we got from the opening of the July 3rd to 5th weekend. Joining me for this particular week are two participants in movies that came out for this particular week, and that is Daniel and Mitchell.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
All right. So how's everyone doing? How's everyone been doing since the last we spoke, which was about a week ago?
Unfortunately, I didn't get out since last week, but I did plan to and totally missed it. But I hope to get out maybe this weekend.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat as you, Dan. I totally had intentions of at least going to see one movie. I think this is the first weekend since we started playing this game last year that I didn't get to see a movie on an opening weekend. So what about you, Mitch? How about you?
I may have gotten consumed by Clarkson's Farm and stayed home and watched that.
Decent show. So decent.
It's surprisingly good and very for the tallest twat of Top Gear. He's very sentimental in this series. And
which season?
Yeah. I'm on 5 for the recent
okay.
one.
So you're right up to date.
I'm up to date. And no spoilers, but there's a life moment in the series that made me think of my family, and I'm like, oh God, no. So I had to Google what happened in real life, like post season before the season.
Yeah, anxiety is definitely a killer when it comes to stuff like that. I understand what you're talking about.
Yeah. But I am constantly impressed with the emotional range that Clarkson actually portrays in the show and how he is so caring in it.
Really? I find him throughout the first. Well, I have not watched it completely. I just watch when my mom watches, which means I have only seen maybe a half a dozen episodes. But I find him very indifferent to the things that are happening around him. Like when he puts the paint in and does stuff stupid on the tractor and stuff, and hires the girl and for doing the tractor for him. And
watch anything with the animals. As soon as the animals are involved, he is emotional, and there's a couple moments where he needed Lisa to console him because he was on the brink. Yeah.
Okay, that's weird, but I only saw him with his pigs, and he didn't really say much.
Oh, he was very caring with the pigs. From what I remember. But I'm also thinking season 5. There's some new things.
Yeah. No, like I said, I only caught a few episodes, so I don't have a lot to go on. But
fair.
It's not in my field of usual watch. I mean, I watch a lot of foreign stuff, so.
Yeah, I don't usually do reality or agricultural themed shows.
Yeah.
So, but his actual involvement in the farming community in the UK is actually it's interesting.
Well, he's opened that bar, right? So.
Oh, the bar's been a shit show, so that's been fun.
And with his number one left him to go chase his career, I guess, was kind of funny. That was his one of his hired hands. And
Caleb?
Yeah.
Oh, he's back for season 5. He's a regular still. I think 4 is when he ventured out for his comedy tour.
Yeah, it is. It's when he tried to go out on his own and didn't quite take off like he imagined.
Yeah. But this is the world of television and Amazon television. How did the movies do, Troy? To reel us back?
So on that note, I guess we're going to say no one saw a movie this week. So let's move on to...
Sorry, we get off topic. Yeah.
We did.
Yeah. So you know what? I was also going to join in the conversation because I, like Dan, have watched a few episodes. I don't even know where they fall in the series, but I find him to be entertaining as well, just in general to begin with. So it's nice to see him venturing off on doing that other project. But like I said, this is a game about movies. Yes. And we're dealing with the box office that all these movies bring in. So we're going to be, first of all, just to wet the whistles, we're going to give the domestic weekend openings for this past weekend. Again,
mention who got what movies this weekend.
Well, we were going to do that when I got to the movies that came out that weekend, which I normally do.
Our movies already in advance so that we know when you hit them.
Yes, exactly. Yes.
Okay, well, whatever you want to use, you can do it. We don't mind.
Come on, Dan.
So when
our audience
I
has a spreadsheet and is tracking along with us.
well, they should be. I mean, isn't everyone doing that with every single podcast that they listen to?
This is the fantasy draft of movies.
Exactly. All right. So for the best domestic weekend box office, which again is the July 3rd to 5th, which is the North American box office, we're going to deal with the top 10 in reverse order. So in number 10 was The Invite, which brought in $800,000. In ninth place was Scary Movie, which brought in $1.1 million. Eighth place was Jackass, Best and Last, which brought in 2.7, I believe, a movie of Mitch's as well. Seventh place is Backrooms with $3.3 million. I tried to stop saying the Backrooms and ended up messing up Backrooms to begin with. So, sixth place was the continually to grow amazing movie of Obsession that has $5.3 million. Fourth place is Disclosure Day with $6 million. Fourth place, Supergirl with $9.6 million. Opening this weekend in third place, which I believe is Mitch's movie going by the name of Young Washington, which brought in $20.8 million domestically. In second place was Toy Story 5 with an additional $31 million. And opening in number one place, which is a movie that belongs to Daniel and his stable, Minions and Monsters, which actually brought in $36.4 million. So, the figuring that we thought last week was Toy Story was going to be completely trounced by Minions and Monsters, but over the 3-day weekend, it sort of like pulled kind of even. It's like that's as close as you can get. Yeah,
5.4 mil difference.
I didn't think
exactly
trounced. I just assumed, I wouldn't, because I'd be splitting the take.
Yeah. But the surprising number, which of course has obviously got to be the USA going to see a movie about young Washington on the long weekend for Independence Day for them. So yeah.
I was looking into this, and the studio that made the film, Angel Studios, this is their biggest film ever, and they've already greenlit a sequel to it. I think it's like 1776. So like they're trying to cash in on this success right away.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I bet 1776 does way better.
Yeah, probably.
I bet it does.
Oh no, for sure. Especially if they get to release it at the same time of the year too. So I mean, yeah. All right, but that's neither here nor there. That's just our little tiny corner of the world of the North American box office. The big numbers come when we include the entire worldwide box office, which is something that makes the numbers really shine. And what we do is we deal with the Box Office Mojo and their list of the top 200, where they collate all the movies that have been released since the beginning of the year and give us a running total of what they have currently accumulated. And just what we're going to do is I'm just going to list off the movies that are part of our game and where they sit in that top 200 list. So to begin with, in third place overall of all the movies that have been released so far in 2026 is Toy Story 5. Its current running total is $764.3 million. In ninth place is Backrooms with $349.7 million. 10th place is Star Wars, The Mandalorian and Grogu, currently sitting with $329 million. 13th place is Scary Movie with $223.7 million. 14th place is Disclosure Day with $216.5 million. Entering the top 200 at 19th is Minions and Monsters with a worldwide total since its actual opening, because there's a little thing different with Minions and Monsters, because Minions and Monsters internationally actually got released the previous week. So culminating all of that numbers together, it's at number 19 with $159.8 million.
What a jump.
Quite the jump. That gives you a very big jump, Dan. Yes, it does. 25th place is Masters of the Universe with $110.5 million. 27th place is Supergirl, just breaking the $100 million with $100.5 million. 50th place is Passenger with $31.5 million. Entering the top 200 at 69th is Young Washington with a grand total of, well, $20.8 million because it only got released domestically.
It has a huge international audience, I'm sure.
Oh, once it hits that market, it'll be just raking it in. Exactly.
And the whole red card withdrawal, and yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Big box office overseas.
Maybe in Japan, because they had like a fireworks display recently with Trump involved in some of it. So, big fans.
Well, they're very right wing there, so yeah.
Oh, very. Yeah, it's quite scary. Anyway.
All right. In 70th place, the Breadwinner with $20.2 million. 72nd place is Jackass, best and last, with $19.2 million. 73rd place is Pressure with $18.8 million. 107th place is I Love Boosters with $9.6 million. Definitely doing better than your weekend movie from last year there, Mitch.
I am still upset that I Love Boosters is stuck at below 10 mil. It deserves more. It was a fantastic film.
All right.
Unironically,
yeah.
Like the trailer is quite good, actually.
Artistically, it's amazing. Like the stop motion scenes are so fun.
There's animation in it too. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. At 122nd place is Leviticus with $7.5 million. 140th place is The Death of Robin Hood with $5.7 million. 180th place has Stop That Train with a running total of $3.9 million. Now, the final 4 remaining movies that are still within our game have fallen below the criteria for being in the top 200. And they are in, well, their numerical order of Power Ballot with $3.3 million. Girls Like Girls with $2.7 million. And then Corporate Retreat with $381,000. And Carolyn with $360,000. So that's what we got for our top listings. Now, if we culminate all of the running totals that we have and all that for the movies that are currently in our game, we have a grand total running total. I'll just say that as so many different ways. And right now, all of the movies are bringing in $2,386,762,112. So a much bigger number than the end of June from last year. All right. So what we're going to do right now is give our rankings for the 4 players involved with this game. Again, when you culminate all the money that their current running movies have playing, we end up with this. In 4th place with $287.3 million is Dan. In 3rd place with $359.3 million is Troy. In 2nd place with $805 million is Mitch. In 1st place with $934.8 million is Candace. So her couple of opening movies still in the top like 10, 15 really has helped her with that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Of course, Mitch's Toy Story 5.
Yeah.
The 700 is basically shot him up to be the biggest competition for Candace at this point. And
I imagine that will hit $1 billion this year. And then it will grow even more. I'm expecting for it.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Toy Story yet or no? I can't remember.
Yes, I went to see it last. I went to see it last week, which I believe we talked about on the episode. So yeah,
I did. I'm a loser. Oh wait, no! I spent more money on other people's movies than Supergirl. in that other one where he raises a sword, He-Man or something.
Exactly.
5
All right.
viewings of
So
3 movies.
Yep. So, I mean, while the numbers haven't changed much since last week, they are getting bigger. And as we look into the future, we have quite a few Dan and Mitchell movies coming up for the greater part of basically July. And as we say that out loud, next week's movies that are opening for the July 10th to 12th are owned by one particular person. And the 2 movies that are in the game are both Moana and Evil Dead Burn. So Mitch is catching it at both ends, both family and horror. So he should
Evil Dead Moana double feature. Come on.
That is what I am totally planning on doing. If I can sneak in like a double feature, I am totally going to see Moana and then Evil Dead Burn for sure. Or maybe I'll watch Evil Dead Burn and then Moana.
Yeah. You need a palate cleanser afterwards.
Evil Dead Blow,
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe I'll have to go the other way. I'll need a palate cleanser from Moana.
I did the recap episode I sent you guys for the Evil Dead.
Yes, that was.
I think I've seen all of them, but never really saw them in any particular order or any time within the same year of each other. So
yeah, exactly.
I'm still stuck. I'm still stuck with the Sam Raimi ones. I haven't been following the recent ones. I've been a bad horror fan.
I'm a horror fan, but I have noticed that I've watched more than I thought when I really go through, and you're like, well, I have seen that one. See that. I never, because I'll see some that aren't really horror through my perspective.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And ever since Army of Darkness, I've seen all of the movies in the theater. So yeah.
No, they were all.
So I'm really looking. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to. Yes, exactly. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Evil Dead Burn in the theater again, because it looks like everyone is really excited to see that, and so that's definitely a full theater movie that I want to see it in. So yeah.
I'll end up seeing Moana, and I bet it'll be a near empty theater here.
Probably, you never know. It also depends on when you go see it.
Because school's out though, so you never know. That might change things.
It might, but on a weekend, it shouldn't change things because the weekend's a weekend. But
fair.
Good point. I will point out to this general audience and the participants in the game that Spider-Man tickets are almost practically sold out for opening night. So that's kind of an exciting thing to see on my horizon.
I was going to say, whose movie is that?
I paid enough points for it. It better be my movie.
You only paid 16 more points in Moana.
I paid 38 points, which is the highest total paid for any movie in our game, because damn it, I needed a big movie at that point in the game. Yeah.
Hey, having said that, you're still ahead of me.
Oh no, I know that, but I also don't have a movie after July until the end of August. So I have to have basically whatever Spider-Man makes me is got to coast me until like September, when all my horror films come out in the end of the game. So, which is usually how I end up picking the movies, not on purpose, just happens to turn out that way.
It's like kind of like last year. The race for last is between you and me.
Yep. Exactly.
Who's gonna get it? It seems to be happening again. Even though we both planned for better, it doesn't seem to have panned out.
Nope, exactly. We're gonna try a different tactic, maybe next year. So
next year, all right, 2 of us, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's just you and me, Dan. Just you and me, and then there you go. At least one of us will be in first, and one of us will be in second.
That's great.
Unfortunately, one of us will be last and one of us will be second last as well. But that's neither here nor there.
Point of view.
From a certain point of view, exactly. All right. On that note, you guys looking forward to seeing anything this particular weekend other than what we've already talked about?
I want to see Moana.
I'm partially tempted to try and do an Evil Dead marathon this week leading up to the new one.
Ooh.
So yeah, I might try to see that on Friday.
Yeah. That sounds like a plan. Yeah. All right. So that being said, thank you, Mitch. Thank you, Daniel. Congratulations on everyone's so far box office. Again, this is only the beginning of July. We have 3 full months and like the next 2 months are just huge titles coming out and that everyone has a hand in, which is kind of cool. So no one knows where anyone's going to be. And to the audience, thanks for joining us for this episode. And remember, do yourself a favor, go out and see a movie. It doesn't have to be these particular movies. Just go out and see a movie, because the only way that people are going to know to make movies for theaters is by them making money from people going to the theaters to see it. And that's the only way we're going to end up with awesome summers like we are currently experiencing right now. Hopefully into the future, things improve. And
don't forget your popcorn.
Yes, don't forget to get your popcorn. Yes, exactly. Yes, yeah.
And if the trend continues, physical media will be disappearing. And this is the best way to support your artists.
Exactly. All right. That being said, thank you once again, Mitch. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, audience. And until next time, we'll see you at the box office. This has been the Summer Movie Draft, a Planet Geek production. Please be sure to subscribe, download, comment, share, rate, and review. You can follow Planet Geek Productions on all of our social medias. Through Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Tumblr, and Letterboxd, search for Planet Geek Productions. On X, former Twitter, Instagram, and Blue Sky, search for Planet Geek Pod. Or you can send us an email at planetgeekpod@gmail.com. If you'd like to contribute to our GoFundMe, or just buy us a coffee, check out our GoFundMe and Ko-Fi links in the description. Thanks for tuning in.